my awards in Zimbabwe. Avatibudire pacheni.
Yeah, there's going to be a push for the call for entries for the nominees.
Okay.
I'm dropping it out.
Exclusive.
Yeah, when you pizza thing, what's the news? Such a pizza. Oh, you. Pizza. So I'm gonna take it.
I was sick.
I'm gonna chill on my check. They don't make a Jackson.
You tell me Judy say, Mama get to Moody say, Moody say. Boy. Moody say. Yeah. Ndenge Maradona, ndenge ndichitisha, ndichipasa, ndichigona. Inge mnozviziva anomakwane bhora. Ndenge vachizama kundisendera magora tumahora asi zvinhu zvatinoona mnazamora.
Yeah, but I think that's really interesting, and she's coming to Probeatz.
I'm a big Probeatz fan.
Sure.
I'm a legit, authentic Probeatz fan.
So I'm legit, I'm authentic. What exactly are you saying? That's a serious authentic Probeatz fan.
Yeah, knows Probeatz Babangero. I know Probeatz. I even listen to Bigu. You know Bigu? He's the last album he dropped.
Oh yeah. No, you actually played it for me. You played it for me a couple of weeks ago.
Before I go, stop flexing, Tony.
That you played it for me.
Oh, right. I played it for you. I thought you said he played. Yeah. Before I go underground. And then, so Wanogazumzira Babangero, Washinji. I didn't know the Probeatz. My beats, I should have beatboxing. Do you know he went to Germany? Beatboxing.
I did not know that.
When thousands of $.
Okay.
Yeah. So, authentic. Plus, anera shumba, inindo era shumba. Wana Probeatz. What I need. So.
Oh, you're going to shoot him, Jack.
And that's so.
Ukutira. Do you have any specific questions?
For Probeatz, my new release so far.
I can release on his own,
Yeah.
And I think I released at the day before that as well. He's released like 2 days in a row.
How far is it building up to an album? And I also like the track that he did now in Japanese.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask about his relationship with Japanese, of course. And Captain Mufombi Gutso. Yeah, especially Captain Mufombi Gutso.
Yeah.
Those are my questions for Probeatz.
Okay. And then what Kush told you, I was at Kush Danny, so I found
out. Since I was doing my Zima, I'm deep.
Yeah.
So I got voted right now. I don't know to see a mangoma. I voted so
I actually don't know that song,
You would, but in that song would be. What are the thing about awards? You are saying good for this year, Zimbabweans vibed to this song. That's not a song of the year.
Yeah, but how the process of doing it, why not decide the reggae? Don't people vote? I think
they say people vote, but in Indopa and Drugu, Panaka to cheeky, crazy. Because in Drugu, song I am about no about 3 my weekends, 4 my weekends, 5 my weekends. I read a song. Then,
but my song is as my song in
I
got Ed Sheeran as a piece of note as good.
Ed Sheeran, baby, I sing in Rambao, no boy in Rambao. Catch the song of the year, boys. To try a song which Era Makona Ace. Song of the year, info, and the footage of good. But you
instead of instead of
why saying nonsense?
Because there's no. Why don't you ask her? What's your criteria for determining song of the year? Because you are good and the song of the year is the biggest vibe. What? But who said that?
Gondo was the other thing. Man, look at the Dennis. The other thing about my awards in Zimbabwe. Avatibudire pacheni kuti ndo zvatinoita. Kuona, mira ndikutsananga. Zvafana manama. Manama aya. Vanhu 6 vanogara pasi. On behalf of the whole country. 6 vanhu. Vogara pasi voti I don't
even know if that's entirely true, you know.
That's the truth.
No. The people who determine theatre are different from Anonita music. You know? That's what AneUnhu was telling me.
He was lying to you because I got winner. Mango was making up my words. Munwesa no win my words. I have a friend. I'm not a friend or what do I call a colleague. Before I win a manama, I did manama no birira. I win a manama msuno naba. Angaruma group as defender manama. But but
the problem is me not out defender. Me should complain about
no, but Panyang the good. Now I no garawan 6 pass. But 6 were on road throughout. Sana Dennis kanoga mutukana na Ben Mahak. Tombambo pa studio. Kana manga munetsana kubao. Akaona production yawa. Akatoti my sina suna kuranare.
But you 1 out of 6.
I mean and words.
What
is seen as soon as I then maybe Anonzan, Hope Masike, Wamtika Buzu Parengi, Lenresu. What you know, I'm too against you. I was just a week like that, man.
So, how does it work?
And Nyazuzi. But I don't think it was like. I don't think. Zaina of Bunza. Could you know this shit? Oh, man. My words, because my words in Zimbabwe, it's like Ndiabo, but we be some question, of which they are deciding for us as Zimbabweans. What is it? Second, dog of Bunza would cannot buy before in the point again. But look at Antonia. Probably Muncheche and Ziamangoma have Utero Comanite. So they free me that Freeman album record was the best of Agashanda and Stoker in the best album of the year and not of peace. But they were Munisa Zimbabwean Queen Dandy because song it was a national anthem. Unzo. But you can do the song I voted that got 5 emoji. That's a handsome lie, bro. That's a handsome lie. 5 emoji.
So what's up with the 5 emoji last year? I'm going to see this Silas Marvin in Dre for now.
Hey, when you go to ndukupe example iri pachi. Kure zvafana mnakita sa confused. Confused kuba last year but last year. I would say every song I would say it hit. They don't nominate that person. Satoti my words. Aga submit. Agatosenda pa Twitter pake.
When votes pass now going at the ZIMA, I actually went and asked Kuti, bro, how far in Baghdad to not submit?
Votes votes. But canoni data say confused aga submit. Agatoti I will never submit for the awards mazima again because I don't know which one was Chi. Aga submit and I think they apologize or something. I don't know compared to whatever they did. But looking confused boys, I put it a hit after hit. Takura put it a 4 hits last year. 4 mdara hit after hit after hit. Ana nomination
kumazima
manama hana futhi
doesn't submit it. There's no other thing that would, like, I mean, like especially Takura's year last year. Yangaine, Arore, Goosebumps, Wanda Chooser. There's no way none of those songs are getting nominated. What's submitted?
Boys. What problem is it? But
no, I mean,
Masina. They have to make it like, I mean, kuti in the feel kuti Joshua you decided. What is that man who's my BT awards? As much as people say they are biased here. But nigga like Panipang Baka win Eminem, I'm not afraid. It was well deserved. His song, but his song would get so win a song. Taste it, I was sure.
But how often do you hear people complaining about my Grammys, wishing the Kendrick I found going at that year, I win a Michael Moore? You know what I mean? Like it always happens.
But to the song actually reverses. You can't compare in the same category, bro. You can't compare Wakumana the drip. Ne shisha. You can't. You can't anoberwa kudayo so.
I need to play that song because I need this song.
Shisha. Wakomunedri. Nozi ndiwava. 5-star girlies. Ukaona vasinga kundiwava. Something like that. But that song, you can't compare it to Harori. You can't compare it to what I choose. You can't compare it to Lola. You can't. You can't compare it to fire emoji. You can't compare it to Gena. You can't compare it. Gena is song last year in February
2022.
Kana Gena is not the last year. Seja.
Gena K-Chaps.
You confuse you. Okay,
last year.
Sure. You can't compare that song to Gena. You can't compare that song to Lola. You can't compare that song to.
I can't submit K-Chaps on first album.
You have to nominate for
Star
what?
I'm not nominated for Zim.
I'm not nominated.
I don't think so.
Well, I know that I nominate. I submit. But in the good boys. And also gonna mawadza chinzi ndenyika maartists enyu asingatokutrust asingakusubmitire zvibvunze kuti where are we going wrong. People must trust you. Zvapana Killer T is a big artist in Zim. And ukanzwa big artist uchitoti I don't trust my name, I don't trust my Zim. So there's something wrong.
I mean, to be fair to Kush, she only became executive director after last year's ZIMAs. So you can give her all my concerns about it, but I see I get so
I was in this guys.
I was later after award show.
Or after?
After. Yeah.
Oh, Sarapaka winner.
So I got in there as an observer, could last one. Could you're going to be the next one, but I see I'm going to actually organize.
Oh, I see that organize.
So going forward, she's going to be the one now. So no more my points are going there. Maybe she'll take them on board.
So keep our eyes open. But in Angotaura, Monando is Namazi Zimbabwe. Good boys, it's a good chin. What is it? Because Chini Zimbabwe Music Awards. What is it? Zvinhu kuti tofana wambona mawadzi ekuna epajoza masama awards aya South African Music Awards mazarani kakaita.
But even Kumanama's got. And that production was also pretty good.
Into good, but people believe boys my plus one don't gazara. But to good
this is younger Zara my baby my artist.
Dennis man
Nima husband
those are goods out of the camera unity.
Tuzunge cut and do the Tuzunge cut.
When Dreamstar my final pay episode my finals. Kwanga kwakazara mjoma. Unga ndutori. Kwakazara ku HICC. But muna angari makapinda mahara.
Doesn't need my shows I wonder when was that the better mahara.
But paniang the good. Kumasama people they actually pay.
Yeah, you can't just go kuma.
You do believe in Manam?
I do believe in it. I mean, bro, like, do you know what? The thing is, it's easy to judge a lot of these things. But trying to go into the actual operation, and you know, Arnold was he was directing Red Carpet Yemen Numbers for the last 2 years. So I've had like really good insight into like how much work is going into that process.
So profound,
yeah. The amount of work that those guys put in, it doesn't play out perfectly or whatever. But it's something I don't know I'm gonna changa million and Zimmy Pop Awards, those ones. So, but like my numbers Nema Zima, there's genuine effort. Pong knows the touch good at the way you want. And Apana Poucha, even there last year, Fire Emoji and the song of the year. There were still people who were complaining about Fire Emoji being song of the year Kuma Zimmy Pop Awards. Because
inini boys da utuninzi kusiise tennis. Inini pani yangu ndipekuti andisikuti andikutotaura kubirira. Boys pani yangu
ndipekubirira.
Pani yangu ndipekuti my numbers. Yo nogara uchindudza my numbers. Nokuti zvazvemazima uchadobhiliva man. All of a sudden uchadobhiliva.
No, I believe in numbers. I stand.
But
I live in that.
But ngatarise my numbers vakomana vedrip.
Yeah.
I don't think they're most like $500,000. and research
Yeah. So
kana tinoda kubirira boys at least ngatibirire no song inoreasonika se Zimbabwean Queen Ndandi song here yakarira kwete kuda zvokuti we do whatever we want chiro zvamaita
I mean 450,000 views.
It's less than 500,000. Zimbabwean Queen Ndandi more than a million.
Yeah, all those other songs are more than 1 million, but I don't think it should be just that, to be fair. But I hear what you're saying, and if she says Guti Vanondwa no voter, can have a particular. You remember when Makamba wait.
Ngavaite online. So
online so what you say. Probeatz. Let's talk about advertising in Zimbabwe. My adverts are how do you feel about the quality of them over the years?
I feel like when my adverts I to Van. I think when I was like 6, 7, I still remember them.
Yeah.
But these days
it's not inside, it's on top.
It's on top. So I feel like there's so much going on right now because there's access.
Yeah.
There is access. It's just like listening to songs these days. We don't know better a song. That's what saying money what to release.
Yeah.
But back then you had to go to my record label and my release platforms. For the release date and whatever. So I feel like right now there's so much going on. And people don't even watch TV anymore. When it's always on their phone. You know what I mean? So I feel like I did 3 seconds.
Yeah.
5 seconds, 10 seconds. And these people are stalking us, bro. You could literally be talking about Benz, Maxine, Maniruna, Benz. That's what I was talking about. So I feel like right now there is so much access to my computer, my camera, even people that don't even know what they're doing. It's just like DJs, bro. Right now you just need a laptop to be a DJ. 100%. Wake up what a DJ Dennis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like Mazwano is not as special as Rabda.
Yeah. You think it's like the fast fashion. It comes to go away quickly.
It just comes to go. It's just like an among mango man. So need a song 2 weeks.
So Kush, how do you feel about Probeatz saying that you guys are making fast ads that aren't lasting very long?
I think it's everyone's opinion is valid, first of all.
Yeah.
But I think overall, in advertising, I think there's definitely been a bit of a slump. A lot of campaigns are driven by budgets, right? Big budgets, maybe sometimes small budgets. But the overall ecosystem within advertising, I think it's definitely picking up. And I think there's a consciousness that there's definitely need of young, fresh creatives within the industry. Back in the day, some of those ads that you were speaking of, we had a lot of talent in Zim, and definitely with a lot of the big names, there's been an issue with talent retention. A lot of academics have left the country and not in the country. And sometimes there might be some young creatives that definitely need to be heard for things to be fresh. So there's definitely I think a bit of a buzz right now with the advertising space, with people sort of re-engaging and so forth. But definitely I think there's a big exodus in a way, mass of talent. Yeah. So
you think it's a lack of talent in that space?
I think it's about connecting with what's there right now. There's a lot of talent on the ground, but there's a lot of freelancers as well. And sometimes the freelancers might not get a big budget because actually they're not an accredited advertising agency with Zappa and listed with and accredited with ADMA. So sometimes that creative work might not be seen, or maybe seen in the right place or captured. So I think there's definitely a change that's happening. An exciting change, I think, because there's a lot of raw content creators that are there.
So I've brought this up in several different spaces because it's something I think about often. And the other response that I've gotten, which I felt was compelling, was we also don't have the central consumption spot that we used to have before. So before, we all used to watch ZBC. Like, if it was Gringo or whatever, so if it was Cremora that was doing an ad at the time, it was easy for them to go and do that because everyone's going to be watching this. So even the budget that you're able to do that. But not a lot of people. Well, I mean, I don't know because everything's analog, right? But we suspect that not as many people are watching ZBC anymore, and that makes it difficult. So, what are the platforms that people should be advertising on? Like, it's like the Natio and the Pere Power jingle. Where is that actually airing? Because that's not airing on TV, is it? So, what is that? What is it? Is it because he's going to put it on a social media? Where's that advertising going and how effective is it?
I haven't fully seen that jingle. I suppose it was on radio, actually. That was it's a Chicken Inn brand ambassador.
Star FM? Okay.
I think definitely from the little that I know on that, he got an endorsement deal with Chicken Inn. So there was definitely a jingle and I think there's a video.
Yeah, he was serving chicken in, and he's singing chicken in, I pay power.
Yeah, so that was based on his song, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know if that was a full campaign, to be honest. If there was an agency behind that, I'm not sure. But I think I definitely saw it online on his social media and Chicken Inn page. So I think that would probably go on ad spend on the digital side, and then probably like you said on radio.
Apa jingo rangaraka ndera soja lab so raise pieces.
And did you?
Renzi pay for radio and TV license. Ragaraka mabao.
Don't be surprised. ZBC has got a lot of views.
No, the jingle soja lab.
I remember that.
Oh yeah,
That's exactly.
Crossover from.
So maybe it's consumption patterns then.
It's funny.
People actually watch ZBC.
Yeah.
People watch
People
ZBC.
actually watch ZBC. Well, I wonder because my grandmother is always watching
ZBC.
Yeah, she's got all those.
It's mass market.
She
ZBC.
watches
People, our people, mass market.
Yeah, I think maybe we're just held back by the fact that we don't have the numbers. So it's analog. So the reason why we want to digitize is so we can be able to track. So like for example, no one knows how many people listen to any radio station in this country. Everything
do.
No, they don't.
To ZAMPs.
ZAMPs take samples. They go and ask 20 people who are walking out of OK
No,
what radio
they.
No, I'm telling you, that's
a false misconception.
So how do they do it?
They do their adequate research. They've got their pool of research. They go to market and do their research. You can't say that statement to 20 people. I know they go out to market and they also engage with the business side. So their statistics, they actually use an independent research company to conduct that, and a credible one as well. So
I mean, they do have research methodology. I'm not saying that their numbers are completely off, but
you just did.
No, I said they have I said they have play back the footage. That's not what I said. What I said was no one knows exactly. So you hear, for example, that Tilda on Star FM. She had the one show where they had 10,000 messages coming. And then, like, those are some of the metrics that, I mean, it's not just that, but I know for sure that because we are analog and we haven't digitized, and that's why we're talking about wanting to do it, we don't know what those numbers are. So what's that?
Analog? What do you mean by that?
As in, like, our system, our TV and radio system is I don't know what, like, the analog part of it means.
It's digital.
We haven't digitized yet.
We have. So the statistics are there, and you can pay for the information from ZAF, and you can actually get your ZAMPs report which has all of the statistics on there, and so much information.
ZAMS definitely does samples. It's not 20 people, but they definitely do samples. I promise. And if that's not true, then Comfort Bafana is unaware of this information that you're giving me, because he was my source of it. But I mean,
well, in any other country, do you get this information for free?
not for free, but it's available. So, for example, on
You have to pay for it.
Or you have to pay for it?
yeah.
So maybe it's because you have to pay for it. That's why you think it's not digital.
Lord kept talking, I'm ready to go fight. Check on my statistics. No, I mean,
There's different methods to their research methodology, and I am aware that ZAF has an independent research agency, and they go and do their field work and they compile what they. I think ZAMPS comes from the industry media, industry. Landscapes. The media industry pays a levy in order for that research to be done. So radio, press, all the relevant media channels actually pay a levy.
So vari kuti vanhu vachiri kuona ZNBC kana kuti vanhu havasi kuona ZNBC?
People, of course.
People are watching.
People are watching. They've got their viewership.
I asked for a little bit of your time, and now I think we're approaching an hour. We're approaching 2 hours plus setup.
Thank you.
But just to talk about like a couple of things that we should not mention. Probeatz has been active. What are we looking forward to? What's coming up?
I'm dropping it out.
Exclusive.
Hakata.
Oh, let's go.
That's an exclusive.
Yeah, dropping Hakata, and it's not a hip hop album.
Oh, right.
For the record.
It's an album.
What kind of album are we getting?
Yeah, different sounds are gonna be there. I don't even know how to call it myself, bro.
Is anyone featuring on it?
Well, we already dropped the song.
That was the lead single.
Yeah, Kruger is dropping it as featuring as well. My little sister is on it as well.
Oh, nice.
With Tasha, she's a beatboxer as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's a song with Tasha. There's a song with I don't know if that song with Finland, I'm gonna put it in the album. I don't know.
Why? What are the considerations?
Because the sound is so different from the other tracks.
Give it to us.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 15-track album, 16 actually. And it's sound that I've tried about that. You know, it's some of the things that I've been keeping in my computer for the longest for years. You know, so I'm finally dropping that stuff.
So I didn't beatboxing.
No, I'm actually working on a
Beatboxing album.
on an album that I'm gonna release after this album. So yeah, that's gonna be a beatboxing album.
Or as in you're gonna do the whole entire production beatbox?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, all the beats.
Have you done that before? Do you have a song where you beatbox the beat?
Yeah, I've got a song that I did in 2018 with Firm Faith, acapella. So it was an acapella group. It was Seventh Day. It's a really good song. Like, even if you listen to it right now, it's actually a good song.
It's a good song.
You confirm, but you want to go.
Yeah, that was me.
I was in wrong. I don't know what you did, son.
Yeah,
I should know.
Well done for doing your research on our guest, Jaysome.
Wow, what a research.
But if you actually listen to a lot of my music, many of my people, the samples that I want, but it's like something that I don't talk about. You know, because sometimes when I'm on stage, when I'm beatboxing, it actually sounds like an actual
Yeah.
You know? So sometimes
seen
I
that.
I put some of those elements in my music, and it's always easy to work with the producer because I just bring my loop station and then I tell them I want a beat like this, you know,
And then they just make it.
I want to rerun, so it's But for the next project, it's going to be
A beatbox.
beatboxing album, featuring other artists. I probably won't sing in that album.
Just on production.
Yeah, it's such a Probeatz. Because to be honest, the reason why I started doing this empty rapping, dancing is because most people didn't understand what beatboxing was.
Yeah.
The aim was to make a name for myself, and then once the name is there, I can actually really reveal what I'm all about.
Yeah.
Because it's in the name, Probeatz.
Wow.
So in Probeatz, I've only seen your skits. So I find myself asking people when I bump into them, but wow, this
Yeah.
because it's Probeatz when you're rapping, it's Probeatz when you're acting, it's Probeatz, but they're Probeatz whoop. Yeah. So I'm getting to that point where I'm going to bring everything
Together.
So planning best now.
When is that album? How soon do you think how far into the future? The beatboxing one and the first one.
I'll give time for the architecture to breathe.
Okay.
Yeah, let it breathe a bit and then you drop. Because I'm always creating stuff. I don't get tired of creating stuff. But sometimes I create something and I'm excited about it. I think I keep it in my phone and in my computer for so long until I start judging it.
Yeah.
Really feels like it's a song that has been released already.
Yeah.
I get tired of it. I make another one. I start listening to it. Until you get tired or you tweak it too much until it doesn't sound like the actual.
You don't like it as much.
I don't like it.
And you can't take it back because you still have it, so you can't.
Exactly. So I need to change that. I need to change that. That's why I've been releasing every day.
Oh yeah. Kuna nazo release jingo Mongo.
Why is I'm gonna release a hip hop song tonight. It's a visualizer. I've been releasing my visual.
Oh wow!
I thought you was joking.
I thought you were joking too.
No, I wasn't.
What a serious guy. So shout out. So that'll give you context as to when this was shot because it'll probably be released in a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks. When are you releasing this?
It's too late. We don't go to shoot even if you walk out now,
You don't want to release it in the next 4 days, bro.
As in the video?
You mean this video?
No, try a podcast.
Wait, when are you releasing?
Like maybe in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Album
No.
I don't want.
Niggas are because you know what? As much as
Nice you have to.
As much as it is nice to announce your music, like okay, I'm dropping in 2 weeks, I'm dropping in 3 weeks, I'm dropping. I don't like. I did pressure. You know what I mean? I did it with real. No, second time we doing the pizza.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I'll do pizza.
Pizza. It doesn't sound.
So let someone else take the pressure.
I'm go out. What's no pizza go out or? Saka ini nangwa ndunyebe.
For example.
Ini nangwa ndunyebe.
Did you hear Jaysome saying for example?
For example.
Like for example.
For example, ini nangwa ndubi.
Ayo, for example, independent on the for example, I would pieces on Jagucha.
Yeah, when you pizza today, boss munezaja pizza.
Oh, yo.
Pizza. So I'm gonna take it as well.
I'll see.
I'll not. So yeah, that's why I've been releasing.
Yeah.
Sun did the same thing.
Sun did 7 days.
You know Sun? He's a rapper.
Union 5.
Union 5. Former Union 5. Beatboxer.
What did he do?
He was releasing every day.
17 tracks.
No, he released for 7 days straight.
Oh, okay.
He released for 7 days straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do understand?
I'm sure she does because we actually met you at some point in Assam. I think you just don't know him.
He was also one of the guys who went to what was the thing with Denim? Empower. Do you remember one of the Empower guys? He's the one who made it to the top 10 actually.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was making music with Diplo.
Sorry.
Producer.
Oh, does he beatbox?
Yeah, he's gonna Ashagurira district.
I'm sorry. I've been in a little cave, guys. A corporate cave.
We need And after that happens, hopefully we get a ZIMA next year.
Hey!
True. I'm actually submitting for you next
I'm gonna
year.
call you personally.
Yeah,
submit, and then you submit for him, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna make
perfect.
sure that he
So we're
submits.
doing
Done.
one-man show.
Alright.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, live theater stuff. It's just
Mm.
me on stage.
That's awesome.
Different sounds, different movements. Whatever. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it.
Oh,
I've been working on that for the past 2 years now.
wow.
Man.
Developing the storyline. And that's why I was saying I'm gonna get to a point where everything will be in
Come
same
together.
space. You know,
That's awesome.
you can dance, you can rap, you can, you know.
Oh, you can dance with it.
Ndakatanga amajayika. Ndinozi mangu Jaysome uti. Watambira toni waratidzi.
Mukazudza mwana kuti agonotamba vanozochema.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I started off as a dancer.
Yeah.
Then came the beatboxing and the acting.
Yeah.
I don't know what's next.
You don't know what's next. The ZIMAs next. Kush,
Yeah, that's
tell
what's
us
up.
about the ZIMAs next year. What can we expect? What is the mood around it is definitely very positive. Everyone's excited about having you. I saw you did an interview with ZTN where you were talking about it last year as well. So there's a lot of excitement brewing. And I personally would love to see us get to the point, and I think we are progressively doing that with the NAMAs and the ZIMAs and all the other award shows, where the award shows matter.
Yes.
And I don't know what we're going to get in the next year. Mazimas, I see.
President with the song of the year. What happened?
Bro, exactly. Do you know music awards are not about song of the year, Jed? There's a lot of other things that are happening.
But I assume I look this but this question.
What can we look forward to from the ZIMAs and just that space in general?
I think definitely there's going to be a push for the call for entries for the nominees.
Okay.
I think we're going to make a lot more noise about that this time. And I think, hopefully it'll be bigger and better. We're on the hunt for sponsors because without them, it can't happen.
Yeah.
Need money, but definitely it should be a lot more exciting. I think that's all I can say for now.
Is the information around how much it costs to put the ZIMAs together? Just I need to talk to my people to sign some checks for you. Like, how much money are you looking for?
Okay. Anything is welcome.
Wow. You looked at me and you're like,
anything is welcome.
Children get $20. You're not gonna charge how good
But look, for a decent award ceremony, I think bare minimum, right? You're looking at least 20,000, right?
Okay.
And if we're gonna do it properly, right? We need to be able to afford Probeatz to be on the stage, right?
And Dennis to be doing red carpet.
Dennis wants to get paid.
Big red shooting.
You know what I mean?
And
Everyone needs a
paid,
check. So that budget's going up. We're definitely on a hunt for sponsorship at the moment. But we want to pay all the various stakeholders accordingly. So with that comes an exciting award ceremony, I think.
But I also think that Zipa will be the
Song of the year.
Make it
Yeah.
make the ZIMAs. What I feel about our awards, even Manamas, Chimchao, like the boat, and make it feel good. It's ours, something that we are proud of.
Yes.
Zvekuti handikwanise ndinoona kuti ndana wina mazima. Not kuti ndotomuzota mukomana kuti make it feel like nini ndipaghetto ndinozotaiwa mazima edhisiye nini ndarugome kwina kuti we are also engaged as a public.
How?
Handizipa strategy. But I think you have to engage. You have to engage the public because I'm telling you, but if you speak, ari kugeto kuti maawards aufa anongodzoti zvimwe awards ndezvekushaya most probably because kila tianga achiti f what and then this hip hop artist is saying this to the and so isusu tinobelieve the artists akutudze zvozvo more kudarika inini
100%.
so I think we have to create. I don't know how we are going to do it.
No, that's one aspect, which is what I was saying earlier. That engaging with the artists, that's something that I observed in my first year. So that's definitely something.
Not the artist, the public.
Yeah. But the public, what you've just said, the public listen to the artist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we the quickest one for us, because remember, we're celebrating the artists, aren't we, right? We're celebrating all the hours that Probeatz has put into his music, and the fact that he released it, even if it was 17 releases in 1 week. We're appreciating the effort that he put, even on social media, on radio, right? That's what the awards is about, right? And yes, we need the fans, but the quickest for us is to engage with
the actual artist.
Yeah.
Because also you can't reach the amount of you'd have to pay for the paid media and radio ads and TV ads to reach people. It's just like the admin is too hard. Like you're saying, well, no, the Killer T. If Killer T says I'm excited about the Zim No. But the
that also can be a tool to engage the public. But I'm saying do not stop there about engaging artists. Because last time we engaged the artists, but still holds the other feel and betrayed. And they still do what
No. No.
Point
of correction.
No.
No, which part?
I'm saying when we engaged with the stakeholder, the artists, the exercise was for me to get feedback. And remember, I've inherited everything that comes with the ZIMAs, right?
Yeah.
Right? So it's not easy. That's the first thing I'll say. But at least let's hear what the opinions, rather than trying to do an awards and not actually understanding if there's a problem.
Yeah. A problem.
Exactly. So conversations, platforms like this are important, right? Because I'm literally going to take the feedback, and that's why I asked you, well, what do you think should be done? Because your opinion does matter, right? Because people are going to be watching this. It's important, and I hope definitely we can action what you're sharing, because I think last year, a way to engage fans is to do an activation, right? And we didn't do that last year, so that's positive feedback that we might do.
Super. Thank you guys. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
This part of it probably won't be in the video because I like abrupt endings and abrupt stops. So, shout out.
Thank you.
Shout out.
Thank you.